You are watching Kantipur News at 10:30 p.m. with April Agising Lama. These are the top stories of the hour. It's the main day of Dasai festival, Vijaya Dasami today, those celebrating receiving Tika, Jamara and blessings from their elders. This year's monsoon extended by 10 days late, the government yet to collect details of schools affected by recent disasters. Preparations underway for a temporary learning center. At least 49 Palestinians killed in Israeli attacks in the past 24 hours. Palestinians' death toll reached 42,175 since October last year. And Uzbekistan lifts the trophy of Kaaba Under-20 Men's Volleyball Championship, defeating Nepal in 4 sets. Nepal settles as runners-up. It's the main day of Dasai festival, Vijaya Dasami today. Those celebrating are receiving Tika, Jamara and blessings from their elders. The auspicious timing of Tika began at 11:36 a.m. this morning. Red-colored Tika represents the blessings of happiness, peace and prosperity from goddess Durga, which is given by elders. It is also believed that receiving Tika on this day protects one from evil, and it also represents the victory of good over evil. After receiving Tika from one's immediate family, people tend to visit their relatives for the same. Some even embark on long journey to receive Tika, as it can be received till Kozagrat Purnima, which this year falls on October 17. Vijaya Dasami has been celebrated since the day in Treta Yuga when Hindu Lord Ram defeated Ravan. Now, President Ramchandra Paudel and Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli received Tika and Jamara during the auspicious occasion of Vijaya Dasami. President Paudel received Dasai Tika, Jamara and blessings from his brother Raj Paudel at Sheetal Niwas today. After that, he put Tika on his relatives and the public. Vice President Ram Prasad Yadav also received Tika and Jamara today, and he also gave his blessings to the general public. Similarly, Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli has received Dasai Tika, Jamara and blessings from his father, Mohan Prasad Oli. Oli decided not to hold Tika program this year, except for with his family members. Victims of the recent floods and landslides and the victims of last year's Jajarkot earthquake have celebrated Vijaya Dasami amid a lot of hardships. The Dasai celebration of displaced victims of Kavre and Lalitpur, among others, were lackluster. Some have taken refuge in makeshift shelters, while others remain in the ruins of their homes. They expressed frustration at having to celebrate this year's Dasai amid suffering.
पाइएन किन भन्नुलो भने मेरो डुबानमा चाहिँ राति 12 बजे आएको यो डुबानले गर्दाखेरि कुनै सामान पनि झिक्न नपाएको हुनाले एकदम हजुरको चाहिँ विडम्बना त्यही नै छ हजुरको दशैं त्यति राम्रो छैन खल्लो छ.
Most residents of Jajarkot displaced by the earthquake in Ramidada in November last year celebrated their Dasai in temporary shelters. Their suffering has continued due to lack of rehabilitation and delays in receiving government grant installments. Even though it's Vijaya Dasami, the Trivandrum International Airport is as crowded today as any day, with hundreds of people going abroad for foreign employment. Many Nepali youth could not celebrate Dasai and seek for blessings from their elders today. There were more international flights at the airport today than domestic. As there is a lack of employment opportunities in the country, more than 2,000 Nepalese are going abroad every day. Now, in our Public Voice segment, today we have asked in several provinces what blessings did they receive from their elders and give to their younger ones on the occasion of Vijaya Dasami. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
राम्रोसँग पढ्नु ठुलो मान्छे बन्नु धेरैसम्म पढ्नु अनि छिटो बिहे नगर्नु भन्नुभएको छ. नौ दुर्गा भवानीले रक्षा गरून्, परिवारमा सुख शान्ति होस्.
मैले त दुर्गा भवानी माताले सबैको रक्षा गरून्, सबैको भलो गरून् भन्ने आस्था राख्छु.
स्वस्थ दीर्घायुको कामना लगायतका यी कुराहरूको बारेमा आशिष दिनुभएको छ.
सधैँ सुख शान्ति होस् र सधैँभरि यसरी नै टीका लगाउन पाइयोस् भनेर आशीर्वाद दियो.
दशैंको जमरा सरी जिन्दगी पनि त्यसरी नै सजियोस् भनेर.
ठुलो मान्छे बन्नु, ज्ञानी बन्नु, सधैँ यस्तो यसै हुनु परोस् भनेर आशीर्वाद दियाउँछु
सुखी हुन् सबैले मान्ने हुन् मान्ने गुन्ने हुन् मेरो आशीर्वाद मैले त्यही हो
The Department of Water and Meteorology has said that this year's monsoon has ended and that it exited from Koshi province today while monsoon left from Karnali, Lumbini and Gandaki on 8th of October. Monsoon enters Nepal from the first week of June and leaves around the first week of October. However, this year the 4-month-long monsoon left 10 days late. More than 240 people lost their lives in Nepal due to floods and landslides that occurred in the last week of September. The exact details of physical damage, including roads and buildings, are yet to be ascertained. The government has not been able to collect details on schools that were affected by recent flood and landslides despite the lapse of 2 weeks. The Ministry of Education has made a preliminary estimate that over 200 academic institutions have been affected. The ministry is preparing to organize a temporary learning center, TLC, to continue with the academic activities.
Around 200 academic institutions in 28 districts in the country sustained damages because of flood and landslides on 27 and 28 of September, based on a preliminary estimate by the Ministry of Education. Over 24 schools have been completely damaged. However, full detail is still awaited. The ministry plans to build a temporary learning center, TLC, to resume classes right after the ongoing festivity.
सम्पूर्ण भवन कोल्याप्स भएको या क्षति पुगेको या चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि बगाएर लिएर गएको भन्ने ढङ्गको विवरण हामीलाई अहिलेसम्म प्राप्त भएको छैन र समग्रमा हेर्दा आंशिक क्षति अधिकांश विद्यालयहरूमा देखिन्छ। तुरुन्त हामी चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि टीएलसी को चाहिँ रेस्पोन्सबाट या टीएलसी बनाएर चाहिँ के भन्छ तिनीहरुमा तत्काल पठन पाठन सञ्चालन गर्ने र अरु विद्यालयहरूमा भने हामीले सरसफाईको माध्यमबाट सामान्य मर्मतको माध्यमबाट चाहिँ के भन्ने कक्षा सञ्चालन गर्ने पठन पाठन सञ्चालन गर्ने।
18 students lost their lives in recent flood and landslides. Many schools were inundated, damaging books and computers, among other education materials.
डेस्क बेन्चहरु, कम्प्युटर ल्याब, स्टेशनरीहरु अनि प्रशासनिक चाहिँ कोठाहरु र प्राइमरी विशेष गरी ईसीडी का महँगा सामानहरु राखेका कोठाहरु चाहिँ बिग्रेका छन्, स्टेशनरी सामानहरु बिग्रेका छन् र हाम्रो अनुमानमा झन्डै 50 लाख भन्दा बढीको क्षति देखिएको छ अहिले।
The Ministry of Education has allocated 540 million rupees for repair works of schools that have sustained damages and for the construction of temporary learning centers. The government has also allocated 20 million rupees for each province to support schools in disaster management works and 600,000 rupees for the local levels.
तुरुन्तै चाहिँ रिकभर गर्ने र विद्यालय पठन पाठनमा लैजानको लागि हामीसँग 54 करोड भन्दा बढी बजेटको चाहिँ हामीले प्रबन्ध पनि मिलाएको छ र परिचालित पनि छ विभिन्न संघ प्रदेश र स्थानीय तहमा गरिकन र यो बजेटलाई तुरुन्तै हामीले परिचालन गरेर विद्यालय चाहिँ तुरुन्तै सञ्चालनमा लिएर जाने भन्ने ढंगले चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि हाम्रा योजनाहरू अगाडि बढेका छन्।
The Education Ministry claims it will resume classes right after Dashain. However, considering the lack of complete details on the state of schools affected by recent disasters, speculations are rife if the ministry will be able to catch up to its own set schedule.
It's time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what do you think of a business person providing 10 Ropani land to CPN UML for its headquarters? 79% voted for A, transaction for power and interest. 4% voted for B, wrong practice. 17% voted for C, it's a support. And here's today's question. What should be done to resume academic academies after the say in education institutions are affected by disasters? A, build infrastructure. B, find alternative arrangements. C, conduct online classes. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It's time now for the international news. Gaza's health ministry has said 49 Palestinians were killed and 219 wounded in the last 24-hour reporting period. The United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon earlier said unknown gunfire on Friday night hit a peacekeeper, the fifth wounded in southern Lebanon near the Israeli border in just 2 days. Israeli attacks and injury of UNIFIL peacekeepers in southern Lebanon over the past 2 days have been condemned as unjustifiable by France, Italy, Spain, and other countries. Meanwhile, at least 22 people were killed in an Israeli attack on the Jabalia refugee camp in North Gaza that a witness described as being like a strong earthquake. In Gaza, at least 42,175 people have been killed and 98,336 wounded in Israeli attacks since October 2023. We have more news coming up, but right now it's time for yet another short break.
Sports news.
Nepal settled as runners-up of the Kava Under-20 Men's Volleyball Championship, losing the final to Uzbekistan in 4 sets. In the final held in Colombo, Nepal had won the first set 27-25, however failed to continue with the momentum in the remaining sets. Uzbekistan dominated the second set and won it 25-10. Nepal could not come back in the third set either, losing it 16-25. Nepal's service and defense remained loose and it lost the fourth set 25-20 and settled as runners-up. Nepal has lost to Uzbekistan in the league round 2. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Happy Vijay Dasami and good night.